Hi there and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Fabrizio Romano says AC Milan are advancing in talks to sign world-class Arsenal target. According to Fabrizio Romano, AC Milan are advancing to sign Bologna striker Joshua Zirkzee, who is a target of Arsenal. The world-class striker has a £34 million release clause in his contract, and Romano states that he is a priority for Milan. He said the following: For AC Milan, Joshua Zirkzee remains the priority target. €40 million release clause, fantastic season at Bologna. Milan are still working on Zirkzee. It has always been and remains at the moment the priority target. The European giants appear in pole position to land his signature, so Arsenal may have to focus on other targets. Arsenal, ideally, need to get their business done as early as possible, and they won't want to get drawn into a saga with Zirkzee as Milan probe to sign him. Fabrizio Romano confirms Arsenal contact for a Premier League midfielder. Arsenal are prepared to enter the transfer window this summer with the aim of improving their squad yet again. The Gunners signed Declan Rice, Kai Havertz and Jurrien Timber last summer in big money moves. Mikel Arteta is hoping to do similar business again this summer as he aims to topple the dominance of Manchester City in England. Arsenal have plans to target a new striker and a midfielder this summer. However, a lot of their business could depend on the outgoings. They hope to continue their progress under Arteta by providing him the resources in the transfer market that can elevate them to a new level. Everton midfielder Amadou Onana has been linked with a move to the Emirates Stadium, and transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has now provided the latest update regarding the potential move. Romano told Give Me Sport that the North London club have contacted the Belgian international midfielder for a move this summer. Negotiations have not started between the clubs, but the Gunners are looking serious about their intentions to sign the midfielder. Romano wrote the following: It's not something really concrete at this point. They had some contact, yes, in terms of being informed on the player's situation, but it's not the proper negotiation to the club yet. I think Arsenal has several names in that list for the midfield. Onana is appreciated by many clubs in England. In order to sign the Everton midfielder, the Gunners might have to pay £70 million, according to journalist Dina Jones, who revealed the valuation of the midfielder while speaking on the Ranks FC Ultras podcast. Arsenal are looking for a partner for Rice in the midfield, and Onana can be a useful option. However, the price tag set by Everton might make the deal difficult to materialize. Arteta have shown Arsenal's financial muscle in the transfer window in recent seasons, but the priority of signing a new striker is likely to put a halt on such an expensive move for Onana. Fabrizio Romano details what's next for Chelsea and Arsenal target. There isn't long to wait for the summer transfer window to open its door for business, with one player set to spark interest from a number of clubs, potentially including London rivals Arsenal and Chelsea. Both clubs appear to be after the same target to this summer, according to OneFootball. Paris Saint-Germain's Xavi Simons is clearly a player that is in demand, as it's not just in the Premier League where clubs are showing interest. Fabrizio Romano said the following: There continues to be lots of noise around Paris Saint-Germain's brilliant young midfielder Xavi Simons, including new reports linking him with a move to Bayern Munich. Guys, there is no update yet, and the player will decide what he wants to do after the Euros. It will take time. Bayern want him, it's true, RB Leipzig too, and there are Premier League clubs also interested. Xavi Simons is open to going on loan. It's something really concrete, and I expect that to happen. It's important to note that PSG have no plans to sell him on a permanent deal. Simons started his career at Barcelona's La Masia Academy, and there appears to have been rumors that the Catalan giants might be willing to take the player on loan to La Liga next season. Whatever happens next, PSG still hold all the aces simply because they own the player's registration. Ultimately, they may decide to sell him on if he is unable to get into their first team soon, but that isn't something that's on the cards at present. £100 million Newcastle star admits he is very happy as Man City and Arsenal plot moves. Newcastle United star Bruno Guimaraes has admitted that he is very happy at James Park as the Premier League champions Man City and Arsenal contemplate signing the Brazilian ahead of the 24-25 campaign. The midfielder has been magnificent at Newcastle ever since joining the club back in January 2022 and has become a fan favorite over the last 2.5 years. Guimaraes recently signed a new deal at Newcastle until 2028, which contains a £100 million release clause, and with the Tennessee club having to sell players to comply with the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules before June 30, the Brazilian is one star that could be sold. According to Ben Jacobs, there are several clubs monitoring the 26-year-old situation at Newcastle. The transfer journalist has stated that Man City remains the most likely destination if Guimaraes is to leave Newcastle during the upcoming transfer window, as the Premier League champions are the only club contemplating triggering his £100 million release clause. Arsenal are also interested in the Brazil international, but will only proceed if the midfielder's price drops. PSG have held a long-term interest in the Magpies star, but Jacobs states that they are currently not working on a deal for the player. Speaking to TNT Sports, Guimaraes has addressed his future at Newcastle and has stated that he is very happy at James Park despite interest from several big clubs. He said, "My future, I'm under contract at Newcastle. I'm very happy. I don't know what's gonna happen with financial fair play, but I can say I'm very happy. It's nice to see my name linked with big clubs. It means I'm doing my job well, but I'm not worried. I'm happy at Newcastle. We will see what happens." The signing of Guimaraes would be a major coup for Man City or Arsenal, as the Newcastle star's future will become clearer over the coming weeks. Arsenal target not a plan B and will be really expansive, says Romano. If there is one area where Arsenal could strengthen significantly this summer, it's the striking department. With the greatest of respect to Gabriel Jesus and to a lesser extent Kai Havertz, they need a killer in the box with a real eye for goal, someone that's a guarantee of goals across a campaign, a player such as Sporting's Victor Gyökeres, who plundered 40 goals for his club in 23-24 and provided 12 assists per who scored. The Sporting hitman has long been linked with the Gunners, including by the Standard, and he has remained coy on his future when questioned. At 26 years of age, he's also just coming into that period in his career where he should be reaching his peak. That alone should make him an attractive proposition for interested parties. However, the issue might well be his price. Romano said the following: "Things have been quiet for a while regarding Victor Gyökeres, but that's because he isn't a plan B for anyone. He will be a first choice, but he is really expensive. His release clause is €100 million, so all the clubs are waiting to understand what happens on the strikers market, and maybe if Sporting can accept a different structure for the deal. I'm sure it's still one to watch for the next weeks, but it's early now." Bundesliga giants to rival Arsenal for Benjamin Sesko transfer. Borussia Dortmund are set to rival Arsenal for the signing of RB Leipzig's Benjamin Sesko, according to reports. The Slovenian striker is in high demand right now, following an impressive 23-24 season in which he scored 14 goals and provided 2 assists in just 1,527 minutes of Bundesliga action, extending his record to 18 goals across all competitions. Still only 21 years old, it's understood Arsenal have been advancing in their negotiations to sign Sesko as they search for new options in the striker role this summer. Mikel Arteta is looking for an out-and-out number 9 following disappointing seasons from Gabriel Jesus and Edin Ketaya, who scored just 9 Premier League goals combined. Kai Havertz enjoyed a more productive campaign with 13 goals and 7 assists in the Premier League, but the Germany international can play across multiple positions and may be needed elsewhere on the pitch. According to Bild, via Get Football News Germany, Dortmund see Sesko as their dream striker target for the upcoming summer transfer window. Sesko shares similar traits to Falkirk, but has enjoyed far more productive numbers in front of goal in fewer minutes over the last couple of seasons. With a 65 million euros release clause in his contract, Sesko may well be in control of his own destiny, as RB Leipzig have no choice but to accept bids at this level. It could ultimately come down to whether he wants to remain in the Bundesliga a while longer or test himself in the Premier League. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.